start to both sides. It is 0-0 on aggregate, which means this is an absolute straight shootout. I am on Absco's stream here, so we might get a little insight into what the ping's saying. It's 40 at the moment, if you can or can't see that. Echelon got 50 plus ping, they confirmed in the chat, so there's definitely an advantage for the home sides. We knew that anyway, and both sides know that as well. So everything to do for xTentation, but just look at what Echelon did last night. Oh, sorry, Wednesday night. They can use that as their inspiration. Olnik, edge of the box. Escrow gets in the way. Clears. It is xTentation in the red. I mean, look at the goalkeeper's kit. It's literally exactly the same as the outfield kit. It's crazy. Echelon in the black Liverpool shirt from left to right. Housekeeping done. Let's go. Cruz heads forward to his gaffer. Olnik. Speedy. Now he's on good ping. Let's see how speedy that man is. Slides it through to Volky Lolky. Finds his gaffer near post. Escrow there again for the second time in 8 minutes. Like I said, Chris Boris is going to be busy, as are this back three for sure. Once again, though, happy to keep the ball until they go long. Might be something, it might be a tactic. They could have been watching, or could have watched back on Wednesday. The powers that be at xTentation may be looking for a tactic, maybe looking for a way to beat this Echelon side over 2 legs. It is a lot more direct than we're used to seeing. Cruz wins it high up, though. Gives it to Volky Lolky. Cuts inside. Skips past 1. Skips past 2. Astro George now goes out wide to Speedy. On the overlap is Cruz. Gets it back. Travella cross. Absco there. Might be seeing him in a more defensive role. As I say that, he picks the ball up, beats his man, and off he goes. Very, very good player, the cameraman. Got a star above his head, and rightly so. No Horse wins that back for the home side. Echelon, the Russians. The Frenchman, xTentation, playing on that Russian ping. Astro George can only concede a corner. And I tell you what, xTentation, given that there will be that slight ping issue, a set piece would not go amiss. A set piece goal, definitely something xTentation should be trying for here. GZ swings it in. Olnik at the near post, leading by example for his side. 3v4. Volky Lolky happy to keep possession as he wins his side. A throw-in just over the halfway line. No goals in either tie so far. Only a handful of chances as well. It has been a very tentative 2-legged affair. Slight suspicion of offside. Suspicions confirmed. Linesman. And there we go. That's definitely the delay. Back post is on. Olnik heads it down to Cruz, who gives it to Storm. Edge of the box. Faked the shot. Gave the pass instead. Cruz does not fake a shot. What a save by Chris Boras. He needed some very, very good reactions there. We know that man is a top goalkeeper. But play on that delay as well. Great stop and a great effort from Cruz as well. That had an absolute sting in its tail. GZ. Cut out though. Early doors. Back post is on. Headed down by Lukic, who stayed up. Chris Boras comes to close it down. It's Volky Lolky, just like he did on Wednesday. Finds the back of the net. Puts his side 1 goal up. And it is first blood Echelon in this Champions eLeague final. Second leg. 1-0 on aggregate as well. It is a straight shootout, boys and girls. Whoever wins this game will be lifting that trophy. A draw will take us to extra time and possibly penalties, but now xTentation will have to find at least a goal, which might open this game up, boys and girls. It might be what we're waiting for. Volky Lolky at the back post. Puts his side 1-0 up. The Russians will love it. Escrow. Patient stuff from xTentation, moving it through the thirds. This is what we used to seeing I mean, it did get broken down on the edge of the box, but it looks a lot better than some of that direct stuff we've seen in the last 120 minutes. Cruz orchestrated a lot of that first goal. Volky. There was a slight suspicion as well of offside when that ball came into the back post. I think it was Lukic who got the knockdown, so left up there from the corner that Cruz won, of course, with that 20-yard shot. A great stop by Chris Boras, and now he must be thinking, well, great, because they conceded anyway. But Scaro through. Captain Kirk really committed to that one. Beast to GZ. Had a quiet game by his standards, so we're looking to change that right now with the Travella, but it's high, wide, not overly handsome. And Echelon now will restart with a goal kick. Down the line it goes, and that's a fantastic ball to Storm. Comes inside. Echelon now, with playing with no ping, look like a completely different side. Snatch cuts back inside. Very dangerous on this delay. And we are seeing chances being taken at the back for this Temptation side. And I said in the intro, they are a side who, when they go a goal up, when they go 2 goals up, they continue to press for more. And you can kind of see that from their attitude. Chris Boras had that covered. Definitely had that covered. You can see that from their attitude and trying to play out on this slight delay. Their centre-backs are more than happy to take a bit of a gamble. It's risk versus reward, of course. It always is in pro clubs. 5 minutes to half-time. Temptation, not only a goal down, but slightly up against it as well. Mazzari to Absco. He's going to keep it in. Goes one way, goes the other. Right-footed, swings it in. Bit of space. Mazzari heads it down. It's going to fall to Scaro. Back post. It's Kaluga. There's the equaliser just before half-time. Delay or no delay, Kaluga is inevitable. And Temptation, they scrapped that style of play. They went back to what they know. And there is Scaro to Kaluga. Strike force combining. And against, not the run of play, but against all odds, a bit like Echelon on Wednesday night, finds the back of the net. Boys and girls, it's game on. This is exactly what we needed to spice up this tie. Someone said Kalu goal. If he scores again, I'm going to have to pinch that. I'm going to have to pinch that. Escrow, long it goes after me saying they look so much better when they don't go long. Does find Absco, but he gets double teamed over on this near side. And Echelon, what have they got in response? As they looked a bit quiet since going ahead. Ball goes over the top, and I'll give the cheer because it's been a great half of football, and we've still got another half left to go. I'm sure the two teams would prefer to put on a show for us. I don't think they care too much, of course, but given the choice. Right, 45 minutes, possibly more afterwards, of course, but 45 minutes first and foremost. Here we go. If you are just joining us, it's the second leg. First leg was 0-0, so it's a straight shootout. Echelon in the black Liverpool kit from right to left. On the attack here, Volky from the knockdown from his gaffer, Chris Boras, at the near post. Concedes a corner. Good stop, especially when you take into consideration that possible delay. Mister with the blue afro, we can't miss him. Completes the clearance to Scaro, who's got an assist to his name tonight. GZ tries to slide it through. They'll want to see more from him this half, for sure. Good feet from Storm. Wins it back off Absco over on that far side. Yeah, just to finish off that housekeeping, it is Temptation, of course, in the red from left to right. They are the away side, playing on Russian ping. They are a French-speaking side, mostly based in France, I do believe. If not all, the majority. Absco, our cameraman for tonight, so thank you very much to him. Headed on by the goal scorer, Volky. Echelon happy to recycle. They go back to 6x6. Got himself a goal in the semi-final on Wednesday. Here he is, orchestrating things from central centre-back. Cruz. Cruz literally plays wherever he wants. I love it. I love the Cruz role. Astro George, down the line it goes to Storm. Cuts back, gets it back to George. What a ball that is. Stayed onside as well. Near post it goes, but Chris Boras, having went near post last time, goes near post again. It was actually quite a tame shot in the end, but Olnik was there. Signs of danger, albeit small. Tame shot. Here is the gaffer. Gives it to his strike partner. Edge of the box is on. Cruz heads it down to Astro George. Straight down the throat of Chris Boras. And the clearance was a long one. And it's what was needed. Gets them out of danger. Just takes the pressure off a little bit, because xTentation are having to weather the storm a little bit here in this second half. Basically the fourth quarter of this tie. Storm and Co win it back for Echelon, the home side. Astro George can't keep it in. Just under 30 virtual minutes to go. Something's got to give, otherwise we go through to extra time and potentially penalties. The neutrals are absolutely fine with that. I feel like either side could probably do without that stress. Alas. Something's got to give, and that is a very, very, very hefty clearance with the head. A 60, 70 yard clearance. Volky Loki latched onto it, but because he was about 10 yards offside. Chris Boras getting a lot of love in the chat. Fantastic goalkeeper. Another good goalkeeper is this man, Captain Kirk. Looking for this near side. He'll get another go. Goes to the opposite flank this time, and curse of the commentator. Curse of the commentator. First one wasn't great. Second one, yeah. Absco then, the cameraman, will get us restarted. 30 minutes turns to 20 minutes left. Is there a hero amongst the ranks? And are we going to get that heroics in the 90 minutes? I'll tell you what, xTentation have gambled here. They've got a lot of men forward. Swing it into the back post. Storm clears against Absco. Riwak, very, very nicely done. Get a couple of stabs at that, and xTentation are going to keep the ball. Through to the goal scorer, Kaluga, and he did get the shot off as well. Captain Kirk makes the save. He came out to him, and it's difficult to see because he's wearing the same bloody kit, but I did expect Kaluga to get that shot off. He did. The ricochet is why we have a corner, and it's looking for Mister's head. Back post is snatched, squares it instead of being selfish. It was probably the right option, but the centre-back read it, which I guess makes it the wrong option, but possibly could have had his name in lights. And I tell you what, a Champions League final won by a centre-back header to a centre-back would have been just right for this FC25. Storm, they're coming close this time. Both sides going for it. Here we go. That is a ball. I tell you what, it's Gilt Edge. Heartbreak Kid will have his head in his hands for sure. For sure. Gilt Edge at this standard. Two big chances, both from corners as well. Volky Loki, the goal scorer, heads it down, flicked on, but Mister winning it, and that lovely, lovely, lovely 80-yard clearance on the turn that we all, of course, love. We don't love it. Olnik comes short, as we've been seeing for this last game and 80 minutes. Volky Loki, bad touch, but Mister potentially the delay letting him down there because the clearance goes over his own crossbar. Absco is literally in the goal right now. Ball comes in, snatch is there. It's going to come back because Volky Loki wins it. Stayed on side. It's going to fall to feet. Absco does fantastically well, and here we go. Chance for a counter because Kalugo is running off to the left. Cuts back. Nicely done from him and nicely done from xTentation. Ball goes in. Keeper stays. Keeper collects. And I tell you what, that's potentially nerves. Captain Kirk will tell you otherwise. Of course he will. He wasn't nervous at all. But, I mean, the quality of the ball that came in. Rooted the goalkeeper. The knockdown was there. Nothing for Temptation. Speedy breaks into the box. Touch let him down. Good sweeping by Rewark. The CDM there sweeping very, very deep. Tells you everything you need to know about these two ties. They have been closely fought. As Olnik again can't get that flick on. But winning a lot of flick ons is that man. Trying to drag the rest of his side into this game, into this tie, because the next goal will win this tie, providing it's within the 90 minutes. But it's looking likely like it's going to go to extra time and potentially penalties, save for one last roll of the dice, and it looks like it's going to be Temptation who are going to be the rollers, and it's going to be a corner as well. Storm forced into clearing it. Here we go, boys and girls. This would be late drama. They go short with Absco. Swings it in the post. Misses that. Big save from Captain Kirk. What a massive save that is. It's huge. There's time for a counter-attack as long as Cruz can offload this. He chooses to hold on to it. That's not going to be what he was looking for. We will be going into extra time, and all thanks to that man, Captain Kirk. We saw those heroics in the semi-final. It was almost a carbon copy of that save from Impact. That time it was Echelon 2-1 up. This time it was 1 apiece, so it does take us into extra time. Right then, let's do this. We need a winner. Who's going to be the hero? And are we going to see penalties? But what a save. Regardless of what happens, what a save that was. I don't even know. It happened so quickly, I don't even know who got the shot off. Potentially Kaluga. Astro George cuts back onto the left foot, goes long. Snatch heads it away, only as far as more black shirts. Echelon keeping the pressure on. Stabbed in. Volky Loki will be offside, but a good header nonetheless. Temptation so close to stealing it. Last gasp. GZ manages to find a way through to Absco. Gets it back. That's the GZ we know and love. Gives it to Scaro. Tell you what, he got the shot off and then went over. I've seen them given. It wasn't a foul, but I've seen them given on this game. Living dangerously, both sides then. Kaluga, fantastic work from him. Looks hungry since his goal. Scaro gives it to GZ. Thought about shooting. Whips the skill out. Fake no horse was there with a very, very good tackle. It needed to be good because he did manage to just break into the box. I know we're heading to penalties, but neither side's going to want to see a penalty given against him. Chris Boras, oh my god, almost giving his manager a heart attack. Cool as you like, of course, that man. Volky Loki already got a goal to his name tonight. Lining up for a second. Leads to nothing. GZ. Looking like he's had a rocket up him. Here he is again. Edge of the box. Gives it to Scara. Gets a shot off. Big save from Captain Kirk. Manages to make sure it doesn't go out for a corner as well, which is massive because Temptation have looked very dangerous from corners. And also palmed it to one of his own teammates. So not only is that man keeping him in the game, he's keeping him in possession as well. We can do it all. Just needs to work on that distribution. Far side. Speedy. Edge of the box to Olnik. Travell across. Escrow clears. Fake. No horse into Olnik. What a block that is by Snatch. What a block. Looked goal bound. Kept it low. Chris Boras had come out like the goal. It looked dangerous. Snatch though, great block. Olnik stabs it goalwards. 6x6, and that's gonna be half time in extra time. 6x6 heads it down to Lukic, who assisted that goal from Volky Loki. I'm just gonna put you back on the screen because I don't have anything to say apart from the cries in the chat now will be for penalties for sure. I genuinely think it will be a case of if you can get a goal in this period of extra time, chances are you're going to go away with the trophy. But do the neutrals want to see the drama, or do they want to see penalties? Let's find out. 15 virtual minutes. Speedy sends it in. Both sides look like scoring as well. Both sides have looked dangerous. Arguably more dangerous in that 15 minutes than at any point in the last 180. Scaro slides it through. What a ball that is. Absco looking to get on the end of it. Heartbreak Kid does fantastically well. Keeps the ball. Prevents the corner. I mean, nothing's going to come of it with the ball down the line. But great defending again against a very difficult customer. Put my teeth back in. 10 virtual minutes, just like that. 5 have gone by. Can't keep it in, so Absco gets the throw in. Oh, given away to Astro George on the halfway line. Absco rushing back now. Storm cut out by GZ. Scaro, great feet from him. Good turn, good hold up play too. Awaiting the red shirts, and here is one of the more dangerous ones. There's been a lag out at that back post. Number 44 might have been the person having those internet problems, but I mean, if they can get through to full time now, I mean, that might put them at a bit of a disadvantage. GZ heads it down, but Absco had been fouled with the cross, so they're going to get a free kick. Are they playing with an any? I think they are. I mean, has he lagged out, or have they got an any just to come back and control him? Either way, they have to deal with this temptation free kick. Fired in. I tell you what, we got a great angle of that. It stayed on there for a little bit longer than we probably wanted, but inches away from a blue afro. Inches away. It's all temptation in these last 5-10 minutes. Riwak, edge of the box, was able to run into it, and just looking, yeah, there has been a lag out. There it is. Cruz, though, playing in the Cruz role, which means he can play anywhere. Edge of the box, it went through 2 black shirts. It's given straight back to them. I tell you what, ball goes over the top. Inches away from getting something on the end of it. Number 44 bottled pens. I do the same, mate. I do the same. Oh, look at that. Internet's gone out. Yank the cord. Right. 30 virtual seconds. Ball goes in. It didn't need to be rushed. I don't think it needed to be rushed. They do give you a bit of time if you are in that final third. Maybe they're playing for penalties, boys and girls. Maybe that's what they wanted all along, because that is what they're going to get. And there's no messing around, because we do go straight into it as well. I'll try and keep up as much as possible. Here we go then. It is Cruz. Plays wherever he wants. Playing as penalty taker for the first penalty. It is Chris Boras. Makes the save early on. Can Captain Kirk do what he's done all night and save the day? No, he can't, because Kalugol is there. Astro George up this time. Finds the back of the net. Interestingly, no strikers taking the first 2 penalties. Scaro this time steps up, dinks it down the middle. Sent Captain Kirk for a Twix. 2-1 to temptation. Volky Lolky already got a goal tonight. I can't make it 2. And I tell you what, Chris Boras was the cries in the chat. GZ goes down the middle as well. Unable to do anything is Captain Kirk. And just like that, Chris Boras can win it for his side with a save here against the gaffer. It'll have to fall onto the shoulders of, I don't know who it is. Who's Pogba? Who is Pogba? It might be Beast. It could be anyone. Either way, the slow run up, taking his sweet time, finds the back of the net. It's 4 from 4. It was Beast. And there is confirmation, boys and girls. We went the whole way. We went the full distance for the penalty shootout win for xTentations. Congratulations to the Frenchman.